Hey everyone, it's Brennan with Back Pocket Freedom. I wanted to make this video because I've quietly sold PLR products for years, but as someone always purchasing and reselling products from other people, or created by other people, I should say, this is actually the first time I've stepped into being a true license holder myself. And honestly, it happened by accident. So I started creating word search puzzles because my grandmother was getting really bored of the books in store, and all of the words felt repetitive and honestly disconnected from the real interest of like modern topics. And when she tried to, keep going with these books, it wasn't hitting the mark for her. So I started building custom puzzles for her personally. And at this point, I've created over 14 books just from that experience alone. Now, while creating these books, I started looking deeper into like the PLR and the MMR or MRR space to see what already existed. Um, and then I quickly realized from there that sorting through PLR products was exhausting and almost like picking through trash. A lot of the products felt rushed, a lot felt outdated, I'll be honest, and some didn't feel as good, like to attach your brand to. That was the problem I was experiencing. So honestly, some of them are so low quality that you almost understand why people struggle to sell them and make sales from them. So most of what I found in puzzles felt like the very baby root word of things. The reading level wasn't elevated. It was simple, repetitive. The concepts themselves felt repetitive. Some of the same words we were seeing across different books. And I just kept thinking, what are the products that actually feel thoughtful? So, one thing I personally believe is that most people do not fail at PLR. It's mostly because the PLR product itself is bad. It's trash. Or people have seen it somewhere else and they're like, I feel like I've touched this before. And I think most fail because the products aren't strong enough and the marketing effort stops way too early. Now, in my experience, a good product still needs consistent visibility, and most products need like 3 to 9 good months of real marketing before they gain traction consistently. And if the product itself already feels generic, it becomes even harder to market long term. Now, this is something that I understand from my personal experience, and it's the reason why I started my own word search puzzles. And this is the first time under my publishing, pen to paper publishing, that I'm actually coming out with this because I feel like it's so needed. But I think if I enjoy it and my grandma enjoys it, she's like the crash tester on this. I think others will too. So I'm not claiming to be a PLR expert. I'm still learning parts of the licensing side myself, but as someone who has made passive income from PLR, I understand how hard it is with some of the products and how much you have to manipulate the products themselves to make it worthwhile. But I do know how important product quality is when you're asking people to spend money. So if you're asking them to spend money or download something, subscribe to your list, or trust your brand, you need high quality, right? So if you're someone in the low content space, the digital product space, or even a content creator building a better quality freebie library or reselling products, I'd love to, for you actually to take a look into what I've been building. Even if it simply gives you another option outside of your usual PLR networks and marketplaces, I think it would be a great value to you. So let's jump into the word search puzzles I've been creating, and let me know what you think in the comments. Everything that you see here, it will be in the description. And I'm trying to make them very low barrier to entry so you guys can finally have a feel for what good quality content looks like, even on the low end, low content book side. So you're not wasting your money trying to find something that feels good to sell. So this is the product I'm talking about. It's called Quiet Luxury Residential Edition. And I put PLR word search just for you guys to understand that this is not going to be something sold out to consumers. I'm not putting this on Amazon KDP. I'm not going to screw you guys over with putting my stuff out there. And it's already hard enough if a lot of people take on this product, which I hope they do. But again, this is a sample of what the whole book is going to be. And as you can see, it says 12 puzzles plus answer key, which in retrospect does not feel like a lot. But for those of you who are building low content books and you already have Canva templates that you're working on, this is where it feels like you're getting quality puzzles that you can actually attach to other puzzles that you're working on. Now, for those who love the luxury space, these puzzles may come in clutch for you because, again, who else is doing, luxury word puzzles, or for the word's sake? So the reason why I came up with this concept is so those who want to speak the language of luxury opulence and want to understand what quiet luxury looks like, even though, TV shows are out there, movies are out there, to get some of the verbiage in their mouth and to also possibly look up on their own time these words that are being thrown out them, I think is a great way to elevate your lexicon and, just be able to learn something new. So when this concept rushed into my mind, I said I have to do it because duh. So let's get into the actual templates that I have. And they're all in Canva. I do hand make these and scan them in. That's why they kind of look weird here, but they print out perfectly fine. They're beautiful. So I did create a table of contents and how to use this book. Again, your template, you do whatever you want with it. The words are there. You can construct it however you want. You can change the whatever elements you want, really. You can change it however you want. You can choose a different color. I don't care. If you want to turn it blue, turn it blue. If you want to turn it back to Chrome, turn it back to Chrome. It's all up to you. And the same thing, you can edit the words and the background, everything. So this is one of the puzzles that we have here. The only non-editable piece of content that you have is the puzzle. And this also goes for the answer key as well. The puzzle itself, I created the answer keys by hand, scanned it in, and then digitized it. So yeah, you're only getting the PDF version of this. So unfortunately, you cannot change the puzzle around. This was not made in Canva because I just didn't like the activities maker. Like, I did it down here. I tried it. It's down there. But it's just, it just gave such simple words. It just was not going to be quality for you guys. So, as you can see, you have the words down here. And, like, Faro, Portman, what is that? Lime storage, I believe. Or, I can't see it all the way from over here. But, you get it. You're getting higher quality words that someone may have, just put some garbage words there and tried not to, elevate the vocabulary that's coming into the word searches. And with me, that's what you got. You get a bit higher reading level for those who are interested. With this, you can edit, the font. You can edit how big it is, how small it is, whatever you want to do with it. Let me put this back because this is your template that I'm messing with here. Let me get it back to what it was. That's not what it was. Oh, okay. I guess so. But yeah, you can do that with the words as well. You can mess with the fonts, do whatever you want with it. I did that for a reason because even though in the scanned portion you do have that, you do have the words in here, it's like down here, you just you can't do anything with it. So I took my time and I went in with all of these puzzles and typed in the words for you guys to have an editable version. And again, right here, you have the answer key that is not editable, but all the other elements around it are. So you can have fun with it. You can move things around, do what you have to do. Now, the next thing, and this is 6x9 by the way. So if you're going to do Amazon KDP, this is a 6x9. I'm thinking about having a bigger book, but honestly, when I have this vision about this book, it's a small travel along that I think people will appreciate. But if you want to make it bigger, I mean, you can always resize in Canva. So just understand that when you do it like that, you're also going to have to update the cover sizes. And you do actually get covers by me. Again, these are concepts. I've actually put the Amazon KDP template here, as you can see. So it gives you all of this. So if you want to do a template from scratch, I've done a few concepts. I'm not the best graphic designer, but this is what I've come up with, There's different styles. This one doesn't print out as good, even though it looks good digitally. Just be careful with that. This prints well. This prints well. All of these print very well, except for that one. But you can create another design. You can go in. All of these elements are editable. But with Canva, just be very wary if you're putting in elements and you're selling the book. You are at risk of copyright infringement. So, with that being said, I personally do not like AI, but in this example, if I was going to create a book and I wanted elements to make it my own, I would generate a little character or element, whatever you're thinking. So again, I do not like AI for what it does. Not for what it does, but we're having problems with AI in humanity because it takes up so much water. There's no solution to that right now. So just be wary how you use AI. Use it very sparingly if you have to. Again, that's my ethos about it. You can do whatever you want. But I think the little element populator, the generator, I think it's good to save your backside if you're selling these things and you do not want anyone to come after you because you're selling something with their elements. So yeah, you have this little, you can make them black and white too if you wanted to. I don't know, but this is just a concept, right? Let's see. Make them black and white. Can we? Well, I don't know how to do that here. But again, adding elements that just feel right, that just make sense to it and can elevate it. Again, I'm not the best graphic designer. I just put them there for example, but you can do whatever you want to do. So even if you wanted to put like a little square or something, and do your thing with that, you do something like that. Make it very chic. Whatever you want to do with it, right? You make it chrome, you make it gold, you get down here into all of these things, right? You can adjust the sizing. You can do whatever you want to make it however you want. Just be mindful if you're printing this out black and white, stuff like this may not show. So again, it's all about how you print it. It's all about how you edit. I will be having something in regards to Amazon KDP keywords available. So to help those who are new with low content selling, just to get your stuff out there, let the keywords work for you. That's always been my concept, whether I was on Fiverr doing my thing as a publicist, sharing my services, or selling on Etsy and getting my sales through Etsy for certain PLR products that I was reselling. So keywords are the base. So if you're having trouble with that, I'm always happy to help. But for this thing that I'm doing right here, this is all about getting the products out there. I'm working on so many. There are 9 more sections to this book, and I do have the single puzzles available for you guys if you just want to test it out. If you go into my store here, so these are the singular puzzles. I was testing it before. You can only buy one at a time. That's the way I kind of have it. This is all about like testing. So if you're like, oh, I just want one for a freebie, I think people will enjoy this as a freebie. It's very nicely packaged, and it's easy for me to edit and go in and do what I have to do. Then do it. I mean, again, I just want it to be another option for you guys. Everything that I have as of this moment is very new. So as more products come out, I will let you know. You can also just like follow my PayHip page if you're looking to just get more products. I think there's a little follow. Yeah, you can do a little follow. I do not have an email list yet. I'm setting everything up. But again, this is what you're going to get with me. The higher level, you're looking at higher level reading words. You're looking at templates that actually are not, babyish. And I think that's so important right now as we elevate our low content books, because yes, low content does mean it's easier to push out, but you should still be giving higher quality. So I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment section. If you guys are interested, I'll put the description to my PayHip in the description so you guys can purchase, buy, do what you have to do. Like these can easily be packaged and sold within the day. And when I tell you, my grandmother with this one, right, this is the one with all the 12 puzzles. Sorry, not this one. This is the one with all the 12 puzzles. Again, I used her as my guinea pig for it. And when I tell you, it took her about 4 days to get through it because she was so interested in the words. She was interested in, looking things up after she was searching through the words. and the words themselves were a little bit harder, so she just didn't blow through it. So that's always a good sign. So yeah, this alone, even though it's 12 puzzles, it does take a bit of a while. You really have to put your concentration on it, and I think that whoever you're selling this to is going to appreciate it. So thank you so much for taking the time to view this and understand what I'm doing. I hope to learn more about what you guys are doing. Please share your PLL products below. Um, if you guys are selling low content books and you're looking for more, like, I'm trying to build this community out because, again, there is a need, a really big need for higher quality PLR products, even in the low content niche. So I look forward to meeting all of you and sharing about what you guys are doing too. Bye.